like Houston's gonna win?
Defense usually wins championships.
Florida is favored by 1.5, but Houston has a 65% chance to win. Shouldn't have switched. Kansas State's undefeated. Kansas State. They don't need you. They're trucking along. Oh, they haven't really played anyone.
No.
And you're still in the running for Big Ten championship. The only undefeated teams left are me, Michigan, and Ohio State.
Yeah, I just have to beat Indiana. I'll beat Michigan. I can't remember if I play Ohio State or not. Hang on. Excuse me. Is he close to being ready?
Yeah, I just got an invite, but...
Yeah, I do play Ohio State, so... I control my own destiny. Went out, and then I play again.
Glitched.
Welcome to Jack Trice Stadium in Ames, Iowa, where the Cardinal and Gold gathering strength as they gear up to support their Iowa State Cyclones. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Boston College Eagles, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Cyclones will get us underway.
Never play at this stadium. Do they actually have that big thing like that?
Probably.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return.
Oh yeah, yeah. Get him.
The offense lining up for a first down play. The give from the gun. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down.
He's not as strong as he was.
The 26. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And he's got to get hot. Once he's hot, he's
handle
good.
The challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David.
Ran through the tackle and he's got room to run. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best 2 teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the change.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and
like
SEC,
that.
they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this
This could have been a little better blocking on the outside.
Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason.
Good run.
That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This Boston College offense has it working. Snap in the shotgun. Fires to the tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. They can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
6th play of the drive coming up. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Working that left side now.
It's still good dump.
Immediately after the catch.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Wisely avoiding the big hit with the slide.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. BC back to work after picking up the 1st down. The give out of the gun. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now.
Didn't run him over, but
he's the
good
kind of
run, though.
back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Red pass, it's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
Well, if you're going to get 1st downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Okay. See what we can do.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw.
Oh.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it. And the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they wanted to get knocked out of field goal range. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's 1st down in the red zone at the 10. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him to get the 1st down.
Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in.
Ooh.
And he does a really nice job
Close.
finding
Not
open space.
close. I don't know if it's worth reviewing.
No, let's look.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to.
It's definitely in.
Yeah.
Down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
No way.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. Gets it out fast. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Eagles.
And I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, they made a statement.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch, called for and made. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Looking to throw, it's Clay. Throws to the tight end.
No way.
That is just a sideline credit. Roll, catch,
He did. Good catch.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot, he's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays.
Did not mean to hit
so
that.
nice to have a target like that.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
I know it's sexy to play the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete.
Good down.
And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the 1st down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They'll run play action. Dances away. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through 1 quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Boston College 7, Iowa State 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. They'll try to get it through the air. They're trying to get to it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
No
I'd
movement
go
from
for
the
it, too.
field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down.
He'd be moving the ball small.
And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity for the offense.
The guy underneath looked like he was open.
Stings, man.
Thought
You
that-
did a great
yeah.
job calling the play. You got your guy open. Everything was executed perfectly. And the ball hits him.
No, maybe not. Yeah, the underneath guy was so short of the first down marker.
BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Quickly complete. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Hard-hitting tackle.
I thought he played that well for a second.
Smothering the tight end. They
Holy
know this
cow.
offense is
Thought
going
that was about to be a pick.
him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. And he's running in the open. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
No, he just flat ran over it.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Keep it on the ground.
Come on.
Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And running backs are so good, so
I just don't
talented,
like
so
doing
elusive.
these
You see nowadays, they really have the ability to make you miss,
deep
run you over.
holes.
Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going.
Because whenever they
hard to
pull,
stop.
they can, someone can just come
They'll
right
try
up
to
the
pound
middle.
their way in.
Oh, that's not even my guy.
To the end zone he goes.
That's the backup.
Now Boston College. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Oh, shoot.
And he takes this
Hit him,
from
hit him, hit him.
inside the 5.
Thank you.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude,
I was gonna keep
if
going.
you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Whoa.
Oh,
Okay.
what a cut.
At the 40, there he goes.
Hell of a
And
cut,
they'll
though.
finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is
I was
picked up.
spamming X.
That's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody
I still like how I
wide
changed my
receiver
defense
screen.
to
You could
1,
tell
2,
they were ready
3,
for it. They saw the
5.
quick game. They pounced on it. Got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an
I
offensive
thought about
momentum.
declining it.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking for a man. It's Clay. He's got his man.
Wide open.
Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
He wants to throw. Moving away from pressure. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Keep grinding.
Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. He wants to throw it again. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback.
Better kick than me.
Jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
They'll throw it on 1st down.
Oh my God.
He just missed the target on that one. Gotta put it on his body.
And last week was great for this young man. But man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Throws for the tight end. And
I thought he was playing zone.
Trying to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And I tell you what, defenses play zone. All eyes on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job on the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Nice job on the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
They'll leave it with him. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make a big game.
Broken up, incomplete, and nearly
Could have been called.
intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Wants to throw. It's Clay.
Okay.
They're working that left side.
That's a touchdown, but mine wasn't.
I thought he fumbled it.
What a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Big hit though.
We'll take the pluses.
And good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with
Don't I get the ball?
What's going on, Kevin?
Week in
No,
and
I
week out, guys. You never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Louisville is getting taken to the cleaners today. We're talking heavy starch on a hanger, and don't let the door hit you on the way out. They're trailing by 14 to Wake Forest. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah.
And that
Delayed.
ball is picked off.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Iowa State. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points
Register.
on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers, go jump on that
Just
ball,
one play.
secure it, and gets you a touchdown.
And right down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even
Yeah, hit the
Steven
button
here in
and
the
it
second
didn't do
quarter. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. BC has it back and the Eagle offense returns to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Payne. Keeps the legs moving.
That's a nice
And
run.
that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Getting some heat. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. A lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Lots of time.
They make the
104.
stop right there. Good pickup is still short of the first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the
It'll
next
drop it down to
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes. Finding a
38,
game manager, no, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Shoot, I thought.
Now the pitch.
quarterback could at least pick
Discards
them
the
up.
man. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to
That was
perfection.
fine.
Doing?
The offense uses the timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Boston College coming to
Guess
the
he was just
line after
chilling,
moving the chains. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up
Gonna have to watch the
15
time.
yards on the play, and he's got a first down. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half.
I didn't know that was my third and final.
The challenge.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's first and 10. He's going to pass. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting
Haven't
zone
caught a jet
coverage. All
once
I
yet.
gotta do is be
Have
a
I?
little bit patient, manipulate that defense a
I don't
little
think
bit.
so.
My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And here comes the offense on second down.
We did a lot last game.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got enough space. So close to that
no,
end zone.
hurry up.
Almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this
You just have to run it again.
I'm gonna have to do it again. I hit the wrong button. Oh god. Go. Hustle, hustle, hustle. Go, go, go.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver.
And spike it or something. I don't know.
Clock winding towards zero. They'll get one more snap off.
Spike
To the
it.
line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time.
I don't even know if I can make that kick. It's such a bad angle.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go for it. Oh! Misclick. It's not gonna be good. Wish I had a timeout.
They'll have just enough
Oh
time
my
to get
God.
one more snap before the
What do we
half.
got? You know what? Live and die off the run.
Trying to run it in. That should be the final play of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. It's all teed up. Boston College will kick to start this third quarter. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Iowa State sending the offense back out. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Clay. They've got the screen set up. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
That was fun.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll keep it himself. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
I just subbed them out.
Here on 3rd down, you might want to protect the field goal, but
probably
you
smart.
have to stay aggressive. unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Now on the move. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Clay. He's got it. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Oh, that's hard. I'd have covered the same guy that you did.
One of the areas they really focused on as receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back.
So close.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They'll go to the ground. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, the running back has it. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Great team defense on that one. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Working the middle. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his position.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it 2nd and 10.
What?
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
You didn't want to throw that, did you?
No, I did. In practice mode, that's usually a good thing.
I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. From the gun, running back on the move.
Nice play.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
No doubt offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Feeling some heat. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Cyclones line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return.
Oh.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line.
Saw the cutback.
A first down for the offense.
I need to get him.
Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, look out!
Punch me.
And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Plows through the defense. He now has 79 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
A little bit.
Which is if we have an injury on that last play. We'll take a break to check him out.
He's been beat up a lot.
The Golden Eagles will have it first and 10.
It's fine. Let's see what the little guy can do.
Leaves it with the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7. Boston College now operates from the red zone.
Oh, he's fine.
They go to the ground.
Well, I don't get that.
Forward, maybe gets one.
68's going to make a better block.
Yeah, but...
Trying to move the sticks on third down.
Come on, Gilbert range.
From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try.
Nope, just not good.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
I don't know how I made that.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man to the left. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period.
I think it was. I don't blame you there, though. That would have probably bit up.
First down to start the drive after the break.
Maybe.
They'll run it out of the shotgun.
There you go.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's second and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a third down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a first down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
That pass is well
Huge.
off the target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Cyclones will punt this one away.
This was a fake. No. Oh, catch it!
He'll
Oh my
call
God.
for the fair catch here.
Wait. Alright. I got my next 2 plays in my head. Maybe 3.
Boston College sending the offense back onto the
I
field.
see a hole.
Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
First down here for the offense. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Excited about that hit at the end.
QBs
I was
that
like,
can
oh
run
no.
completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You
Alright,
have
back
to
on plan.
understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all
This
the
is just
zone
not
read
went my
concepts,
way with this
the
play
power
today.
read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play.
That's disappointing.
He's just getting in there, just
They might be fortunate.
quick.
It wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it.
It's just my play now.
Makes the catch.
That's been
And
open
he
every
unleashed
time
the
today.
RPMs on that pass.
Yeah.
Man, this sophomore has an
It's a
arm.
good play. That's what I used to run for 2 points, is that same route, but I would make it a 5 instead
And
of
the
10.
Golden Eagles will snap it on first
See if
and
I can
10.
mess this up. I'll keep it.
Quick release on the RPO.
Got a boy.
They get him down
Good
at
fight.
the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially
that.
when they're athletic, because
See
they
what we can
make
do with that.
short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special.
I don't know,
He's
his ends are
dominant
not
in this
biting
offense.
at all.
Boston College putting together a very efficient drive.
Interesting defense.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
This is so nice
Payne
to know
is
you can
feeling
start
it.
off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards.
I don't know, it doesn't look like you should be feeling it, though. I hope he's out. Please tell me he's out for this play.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw.
Still
Setting
caught it.
up the screen. Steamrolls his way ahead. Makes the grab, and it's enough for
He's
the
gonna
first
keep
down
fighting,
before
so.
he's dragged to the ground.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield to a first.
The inside handoff. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
I don't know, now we have to back up the little guy in.
They'll run it from the gun.
Dang.
Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
Let it bust for a long down becomes very
We got 2 downs to get it, I think. Right?
Now the whole playbook is short passing game.
I would say so.
All of it's available.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the score.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. They're on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
And that was a play they absolutely had to have. 4th down by 1 possession. You've got to find a way. Someone's got to step up and make a play, and they did it right there. That is going to be huge for their confidence.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22?
Oh, wait. Okay.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there. Now you're
He should bite on this zone. Behind this sweep, I feel like I would.
The whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
They'll try the
He
run.
did not.
They get him down. Tough run. Picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19.
I thought I had an audible in this play. Oh well. Simpler.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short. I just got to fall forward and get the 1st down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy. You know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
Down to possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for
Whew!
the opportunity.
Thank God.
4th and
Jeez.
inches and signal in.
Oh my God.
Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
So intense.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Let's see if one can get some speed, please.
After
Go,
a
go,
run,
go,
run,
go,
run,
go, go.
now
Speed,
throw.
speed, speed. Thank you.
Receiver looks it in, it's complete.
Thank
They
you.
make the stop at the 5-yard
Alright, so I'm not going
line,
to do
but they
much
got it
with
first
this
and
goal
goal.
line, I think.
Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback.
I think I'm going to have to pass it,
Yeah,
honestly,
those
to get it in.
types of backs, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all
Not
the way
gonna lie.
across
And
the
you
field.
could
That time, the
get
receiver
1st
didn't
and
give the
goal to
quarterback
5.
his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Just looking what I got. It's a lot of plays that I have. This play has in practice mode. Supposedly, this has been open every time in the goal line whenever I move the ball. Let's see what it is.
He's looking to throw. Pressure coming.
That's fine.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
Man, I wouldn't call it a sack. I think it was like
That's
1,
what the defense needed, right?
-1.
It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Good play.
Got his man on the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Something to keep in mind offensively here. At this point in the game, when you're down in your 4th quarter, running east-west is not going to win you the game. You've got to get north after you catch the ball and get what you can get. Field position right now is critical.
If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. He wants it all.
Oh,
The end zone, and it's picked
It's a shame.
off.
Oh, that's really a shame.
Pass to 50. The 30. Pass to 20. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior
Now,
makes a play.
the only thing I'll disagree with Travi on right there is if you hold him to a field goal, you have 3 timeouts.
All week, right? Once they get the interception, they've got
He
guys
indirectly
that
gave you a chance here.
So looking for people to get a hat on down the field, and with that INT, they now flip it. That could be a big point swing in this game.
They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He
Big
works
hit.
his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them.
Well, yeah, 28 seconds left. That's what I mean. I think I'd have just scored.
That field goal, now it takes a touchdown to beat them, so you want to pin them back and then let the defense have a little room to work with.
The thought process
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seat.
would have normally been fine, but you had all 3 timeouts.
By the coverage unit to get down
Oof.
there, stop at the 19. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Okay, 1 possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
Now the play fake.
Oh,
And he can't get it
Very
off.
good.
Just not biting.
Down. What a huge play this late in the game. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one
you
loose.
guys
Come
just
on.
getting destroyed.
And here comes the pressure.
He's throwing 53 right around, or 63 right around.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Here's a throw downfield late. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and
GG's.
that's the ball game. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they